keynote was Thursday night, and it was outstanding, the John Gruden speech, and I think it was about an hour. I think it was maybe scheduled for 50 minutes, but I think he went over, and I don't know that he inhaled. It was just nonstop, and for a while, he was going from topic to topic, and I'm like, "What's he doing?" I don't see I need things to be kinda laid out and structured like bullet points, etcetera, and he did it when I look back at his speech by offense, defense, special teams, intangibles, but he went so quickly. So every little point he was trying to make, someone else was managing the slide presentation, and it wasn't really slides, it was videos. And so rules of thumb on getting people to learn things, show them before instead of just simply articulating. And he would articulate a point, and that scene on the football field from actual plays in college and pro might be rewound 4, 5, 6, 7 times to illustrate the point. His energy was enormously high, and he was just going through his entire Rolodex of knowledge really, really quickly in an hour just to spout out different things in all phases of the games that are enormous best practices, because he knew that every attendee there was different. They weren't all coaching the same position, and if he could impact every one of them positively, he was gonna cast a broad enough net to do that. So he was just going. Offense, defense, but the quarterback play, the running back play, the exchange, enormous high energy, enormous attention to detail. Kept going back and forth, showing this point. Use the film plus the visuals to reinforce his teachings. Things that he pointed out. He wanted to things that you can absolutely control. If you're always controlling for optimum puts must improve. If you're controlling for optimum outputs must improve. Something that you can absolutely work on. Those walkthroughs the day before games, he wants them perfect. I want perfect walkthroughs. And how do you work on perfect walkthroughs? You go through the play, everything's in slow motion. He goes, I don't need the DBs to intercept the passes. I know that if there were actually a live play and it was coming this slowly, I know the DBs could intercept every ball. We don't need that. It just slows down the walkthrough. I want perfect walkthrough. So he went over that. Just the actual huddle itself, how everyone lines up, not just in formation, in proximity of formation. And then he showed examples of his team doing it. He was blessed with his first coaching stint at the lowest level. He was coaching under Tom Landry, Hall of Fame coach for the Dallas Cowboys. And when Tom Landry was going over plays, he was using different colors for offense, defense, or actual routes and what was happening to help illustrate the point. And so the brain, and we're big on neuroplasticity, training the brain, he used different colors to help drive home what the play structure actually was. Kept going on and on, all the way to the end. He was highlighting what does effort look like. And he talks about his favorite player all time, Robert Mathis from the Indianapolis Colts. He had videos of Robert on one side of the field playing defensive end, running to the opposite side of the field back towards the secondary to help make the tackle. When a passion drives management, he goes, I want energy. And he would show, this is exactly what I want. So I, as a coach, talk about high energy people, and I could talk quickly and raise my voice. But here's the exact example of what we're wanting on every play. Kept pointing out how the coaches are teachers, not just motivators, but they're everything. They're your priests sometimes, and confidence, and psychologists, your friends and mentors. He wanted every coach putting out their best effort because he just absolutely loves football. And he started off with, I just love football. So huge gift. I got to actually meet him very briefly right after his speech. He was interviewed by local media. I'm in line. I had my phone keyed up because on his show, he'll highlight gifts from people that send him gifts. And he highlighted a rug from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 athletes and teams, and he sent one to John Gruden. He put it on his show, and it was put on social media. Jack highlighted it, so I pulled it up. I said, "Hey, do you remember this?" He goes, and John goes, "Was that you?" I go, "No, it was my son. Jack did that. I wrote this book. I work with teams and coaches. I wanted to offer you my book. It's all I could really give you, and see if you want to come on my Athlete Builder show." So I gave him my card. We'll see if anything comes from it. He's a high level guy, and so I know he's very busy. So if that happens, that'd be very, very great. But I was able to meet him, take a picture, and had an outstanding time.